Good morning, yogis, and welcome to day 19 of 40 Days of Empowerment. Just a quick little note here, we will be using a yoga block today, so if you have one, grab it now, and if not, you can always grab a big heavy book. Please find your way into child's pose, knees wide on the mat and fingers reaching long. Look up and walk your hands over to the right a few inches and gently settle back down, stretching into the left side body. Take a big breath in and exhale. Look up and walk your hands over to the left. Gently release down and this time stretch into your right side body. Our mantra for today is I trust myself. Take a breath and return to neutral. Allow your spine to reach long and activate your legs, shifting up into tabletop pose. Come up to standing on top of your knees with your shins flat on the ground, and feel free to stick a blanket underneath your legs if that's more comfortable. Stick your left leg straight out and make sure that your right knee stays stacked below your right hip. Keep in mind that this video is a mirrored version of what you're doing at home, but we are doing the same side. Send your left arm down your left leg and breathe your right hand up to the sky. Gently exhale over to the left, spiraling your armpit up towards the ceiling. Exhale and release your right hand down to the floor and breathe your left fingers up and over your head. I trust myself. Exhale, release, and come back up to center. Bring your left foot in, and this time send your right leg straight out. Make sure that your knee is stacked below your hip. Send your right hand down your right leg and breathe your left hand up to the sky, spiraling your armpit up. Exhale, allow your left hand to plant down onto the mat and breathe your right hand up and over your head. I trust myself. Exhale, release, and come back up to center. Find your way back down onto the mat, plant your hands, tuck your toes, and lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Lift your tailbones and spread your shoulder blades wide. Shift forward to high plank, option to drop down onto your knees, and hug your elbows into your midline. Inhale for cobra, peeling your heart off of the mat, and exhale, release, lifting up and back for downward facing dog. Look up in between your hands and gently walk your feet forward to meet them. Parallel the outside of your feet and tip a little extra weight onto your toes. Inhale with a long flat back for a halfway lift. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale again, halfway lift, option to place your hands on your shins, and exhale, fold. One more time, inhale, halfway lift, reach through the crown of your head, and exhale, fold. Place your hands on your hips and come all the way up to standing. Parallel the outside of your feet, hip width apart, and take a moment to connect. Inhale, breathe both hands up to the sky, and exhale down through heart center, forward fold. Inhale, long flat back, halfway lift, and exhale, release. Plant your hands and step both feet back, finding downward facing dog. Lift your tailbone and spread your shoulder blades. Inhale your left heel up to the sky, and exhale, stepping it up and through your hands. Take a moment to get there. Drop your right heel down to the ground and come all the way up. Prepare for warrior two. Bend your left knee, drop your right heel back another inch or so, and bring your arms up parallel. Take a breath and exhale, sink a little deeper. I trust myself. Inhale for reverse warrior, breathe your left hand up to the sky, and exhale. Plant both hands back on the mat and step your feet back. Shift forward for high plank, option to drop down onto your knees and flow through a chaturanga at your pace, whatever feels right for you, and we will all meet in downward facing dog. This time, breathe your right heel up to the sky. And exhale, step it up and through your hands, square your hips, and drop your left heel down to the ground. Stand up and gently bend into your right knee. Parallel both arms and take a little self-check, making sure that you're balanced on both feet and sitting up tall. Inhale for reverse warrior, breathe your right hand up, and exhale, cartwheel both hands to the mat, step your right foot back, and find downward facing dog. Take a big breath in, and exhale through your mouth. Look up between your hands and walk your feet forward. Parallel the outside of your feet, and inhale for a halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold, bend your knees. Plant your hands on your hips and come on up with a long flat back. Inhale, both hands up to the sky, and exhale, forward fold. Grab your yoga block and stick it a little closer to you so it's accessible. Inhale, halfway lift, reach through the crown of your head, and exhale, plant your hands and step both feet back, down dog. Look up between your hands and step your left foot forward. Drop your right heel, similar to how we do for Warrior 2, and come all the way up to standing. Let's learn Uttitha Trikonasana, or extended triangle pose. Grab your yoga block and place it on its highest setting on the inside of your left foot. I like to put mine right in front of my heel. Breathe both hands out parallel and shift your body forward. Then gently tip down, allowing your left hand to land on the block. Refrain from placing your hand on your shin, as doing so can cause hyperextension of your knee joint. If you don't have a block, you can easily place your hands on your hips or stack a few books up. Expand your chest and spread your shoulder blades. Reach through your fingers of your right arm, and only if it's comfortable for your neck, look up. Relax your toes and spiral your rib cage up. The intention of this pose is not to get your hand to the ground. It's to expand your ribs and create room for your internal organs to breathe. I trust myself. Exhale, look down, bend your knee and slowly unwind. Remove your block to the side and come up onto the top of your right toes. Plant your hand and step your foot back, down dog. Allow your awareness to float back to your breath. Take a big inhale and a smooth exhale. Step your right foot forward in between your hands and drop your left heel down onto the mat. Come on up and let's prepare for Uttitha Trikonasana on the other side. Grab your yoga block and place it on whatever setting is appropriate, right on the inside of your right heel. Bring your arms up to parallel and shift your body weight forward. Then gently come down and place your hand on the block. We want your hand stacked directly below your shoulder. Breathe your left fingers up to the sky and spread them wide, palm facing forward. Take a deep breath. An extra benefit of this pose is it helps to stimulate digestion, and it also can help reduce menstrual cramps. I trust myself. Bend your right knee and unwind. Remove your yoga block and plant your hands, and then step your right foot back. Shift forward for an optional chaturanga, and we will all meet in downward facing dog. Drop your knees wide on the mat and come down, relaxing into child's pose. If you'd like, swing your arms around behind you and release them down by your heels. When you're ready, gently transition onto lying on your back in constructive rest pose. Pull your knees into your chest, keep your tailbone down, and gently rock from side to side on your sacrum. Pull the left knee in and send your right leg straight out on the mat. On an exhale, pull your knee over to the right, and only if it's comfortable, gaze over your left shoulder. I trust myself. Allow your body to release into this twist. Look up at the ceiling and gently unwind. Pull both knees into your chest, and then this time keep the right leg and send your left leg out straight. Pull your knee over to the left and gaze down your right arm at your right fingers. I trust myself. Look up and gently unwind one more time. Release your knees so your feet are hip-width apart, flat on the floor. Pick up your right foot and cross it over your left knee. Square your hips, and only if comfortable, gently pull your left leg into your chest, wrapping your hands around your thigh. Release your right knee a little lower down and take a deep breath. Exhale, release. Plant both feet back on the floor, and then pick up your left foot and cross your ankle over your right knee. If it's comfortable, pull your right knee into your chest, wrapping your hands around your leg, and take a moment to just connect to your body. Recognize your muscles and the sensations they're giving you. And as you're ready, release your feet back down to the ground. Pull your knees into your chest and then reach through your knees, grabbing onto your big toes, your ankles, your shins, or your thighs, and come into a happy baby pose. Option to gently rock side to side. Keep your tailbone down and allow your legs to fall open. Exhale and release both legs down to the mat. Let all of your weight melt into the ground beneath you and close your eyes for Shavasana. Let your tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth and repeat our mantra one more time. I trust myself. Our yogi quote for today comes from Erin Hansen, one of my all-time favorite poets. The whole world is unfurling as the winter makes its leave, like it is stretching out its limbs and learning once more how to breathe. For spring is in its fingertips, the time for sleep is through, and the air is gently humming with the chance to start anew. Thank you for joining me for this practice today. I'll see you tomorrow. Satnam!